Thank you. Me too. There were a lot of factors that made me want to help elephants. The first thing was when I was invited to the United States Embassy and I met Kudlek, she was the owner of a foundation that rescued elephants, and I was really inspired by her work when she gave a presentation, so I wanted to help her and I volunteered. So I became her elephant ambassador, and I've still continued my work for her until today by making songs and also doing other projects to raise awareness for elephants.
How old were you when you started to write songs to help animals?
I was 8 when I first started to compose songs for animals. I made a song about endangered animals called Endangered, and then I made songs about sharks and elephants, and my latest song is Nosy's Wish, which I will talk more about later.
Awesome. They love Nosy's Wish, by the way.
Thank you.
Stuck in our head.
So we know that you saved elephants and you saved a bird. Have you saved any other animals?
Well, the birds were in my garden and they occasionally come. So there are baby birds that fall out of their nests. So I try to help those. And I've helped other animals. For example, my house is like right next to my garden. So there are some geckos. So I try to put them away in the garden before they can get into the house. And mostly I help elephants. And I've also composed songs to raise awareness for sharks. Yeah.
I love your song for Nosy. How did that make you feel?
Thank you. Composing the song it made me really happy because I knew I was saving a life, and when I heard that Nosy was free at the end, I was like really overjoyed because I didn't think my song would have like a really big impact, and I was really glad if it did.
We're glad it did too.
Pardon me?
We're glad that it did too.
Oh, thank you.
Your mom helped Nosy.
She's free now.
Yes, thank you and Laura.
Thank you.
You really are a genie, granting the animals' wishes.
Thank you.
Okay. He asked about support. With all the stuff that you do, you have a lot of support.
I have like around 13,000, 14,000 people that follow my Facebook, and I post mainly stuff about like news about animals in the environment, what I do. And I also have an Instagram, which is mainly for like my private life, but you guys can also follow it. And yeah.
Awesome.
What's that? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Are you asking for the Instagram? They're asking, what do you call that? Handle it right.
Yeah, I can.
Your Insta number, name.
Oh, I can give it like at the end because I have to type it.
Okay, awesome. I'll put it on the board.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Louder.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years.
I've been focused on school a lot lately. I've been thinking of going to med school, and then after that, once I've had a stable job, then I will try to help as much as I can with elephants and also other animals. But I also want to like focus on climate change and the problems that are going on in the world right now.
Which of your songs means the most to you and why?
A lot of, like, I think all of the songs mean a lot to me because they mean different things, and I think the most is Nosy's Wish because it actually did something. The rest of my songs probably like raised a bit of awareness, but I think the Nosy's Wish like did the most action and help stuff.
Yes, definitely.
How does it feel to know that you're raising awareness and making a difference in the world?
I'm really happy, but I know that it's not enough, and just one person alone or just a few people in this world doing something is not enough. So there needs to be more people. However, I am glad that what I'm doing is making a difference. Even though one person doing something makes a small difference, it still matters anyways.
Every little piece counts. You are right.
Yeah.
Are there any endangered animals in Thailand, and what kinds?
There are endangered animals in every country. In my country, there are like tapirs, pangolins, Asian elephants, black panthers, leopards, and many other smaller, like lesser known animals, but there are a lot. And with all the poaching and deforestation going on, there are increasing amounts of endangered animals.
What do you love most about elephants?
I like how they're very sentient creatures, like they understand each other. And I don't know if you guys know, but if an elephant in a herd dies, then the other elephants will mourn for them as well. And I think that's very touching because they act so similarly to humans, and I think that's very cool.
Do you still sell?
Louder.
Do you still sell races to raise money for the elephants? Because we would like to buy them.
I still have a few left and I can sell them. However, I'm also making more wristbands. I'm designing more wristbands, so I'm gonna send them to a factory to get them like manufactured, and then I'm gonna sell them if you guys want them as well.
Awesome. Thumbs up, guys.
I can't wait to buy your merch.
Thank-
If you had one wish and were guaranteed it would come true, what would it be?
Okay, this is a bit hard because I really love animals, but I also really care about the environment. But the number one thing that I would do would be to stop global warming. I know it's already started. It's making a big impact. So I really want to stop it, like ASAP.
You're such a talented artist. Will you paint some projects at the rocks with us?
Yeah, I would.
Yay!
Then I'll put them around Thailand.
Awesome.
I just want to say that I love your music. You have changed how I see elephants and the circus. Thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you guys for understanding.
Yeah, you have animal lovers in here now. Definitely love their elephants.
What can we do to make a difference and speak up for animals just like you?
There are lots of ways that you can help animals, not just elephants, but like everything. There are many types. For example, just raising awareness, and you can make brochures or posters, stick them around your school, make videos, and put them on YouTube, like put them on social media so people can see them. However, that might be a bit hard, so you could use your talents and combine those with what you love, like your passions. So for example, if you like making art like I do, you can also, like, I don't know, paint an elephant, and then you could raise awareness by using what you've made. Or like what I've done, I've composed a song for elephants. So I've combined my passion with what I'm good at.
Just imagine what the world would be like if every child spoke out and were able to use their voice and their talents just like we do to change the world for our animals. That world would be wonderful.
It would.
We just need more kids speaking
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
If you had one thing you wanted the world to know about elephants, what do you think it would be most? If you could inform everyone in this world about one important thing about elephants in particular, what would you want them to know?
Let's give me some time to think about that. There's a lot of things I would love to say. I think maybe I could talk about how they can also feel. This doesn't really apply for elephants only, but also for other animals. Just to picture yourself in their shoes, and then you will understand what it feels like. For example, with elephant riding, you often think it's like it doesn't really hurt the elephant. Nothing happens, but in reality, the elephant is going through a lot of back pain and other issues. So you should really consider what your actions. Your actions have consequences. So you should always like think about what you're doing.
Very good. Your impact on the world and on
Yeah.
others and animals. Very good. And we have a specific question from our principal back here. She was asking me your age in the middle of it. I didn't want to give the incorrect age. How old are you now, Genie?
I am 14. My birthday's in November. Yeah.
That's what my guess was. Okay. I was trying to add on for when you wrote this song and that song.
Oh. Yeah.
How old were you when you started raising awareness for elephants?
She did answer that one. That's the thing. A lot of these guys wanted to ask you the same question, so we had to give it to certain kids and let them ask certain questions. But that was his question too for you.
How old were you?
Rachel back here has a question.
How does it make you feel that you know you changed the world?
How do I feel like I could what?
How did it make you feel to know that you helped to change the world?
Well, maybe I changed a little part of it, but it made me really happy because, well, I at least did something, and it was something small, but at least it did something.
Something pretty big. Okay, she might want to say something to you guys too. I don't want to take up all of her time.
No, it's okay. It's completely fine.
We know you need to go to sleep eventually. We know it's nighttime.
It's what 9:30 over there right now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's completely fine.
Okay, then I'll let. Okay, champion, go ahead.
How old were you when you learned to play the piano? Like, what? Play the piano.
I think it was like really long ago when I was like 5, I think. Yeah, but I didn't really do anything much with it until I started composing my songs.
Trinity.
Is Rosie still alive?
Oh yes.
She is. She's in Tennessee.
Aiden.
How old were you when you started working with the elephant sanctuary?
I think I was like, 10. 10 or, yeah, I think 10.
Lucas.
How long did it take you to think of all the lyrics for your songs?
I actually don't know, but it didn't take that long. If I have a feeling that I want to make a song, then it'll just come out. Like, I don't really have to force it out. It will just be there. And sometimes I make the music first and sometimes make the lyrics first, and it like switches like vice versa.
Anybody else? Oh, they gave. Go ahead, Jude.
How did you learn to speak English so well?
I go to an international school in Bangkok, so since I was like 2, yeah. So
you've been learning English since age 2.
yeah.
2 languages, very impressive.
She probably knows more languages. Do you know any more languages?
I was I know it's English and Thai, and I was gonna learn German, but then I kind of gave up. So.
They're so good. Not good. She quit German. Not good. Nick's so good. She's like, what? Okay. Any other comments, questions? Mr. Cox, anybody? Ms. Moore?
I want to question from you.
I think look at this little elephant, guys.
I like an elephant.
It's a bear with an elephant hat.
It's,
I thought it was a banana too. We thought it was just an elephant.
Dude.
You guys can ask more questions, you know?
What?
You guys can ask more questions if you have any.
They have a lot of questions about your music, and I kind of had them focus more on what you're doing for the animals. So
Oh.
if you have any questions about her music, probably she'd answer. I know.
We're trying not to take up too much of your time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
How did you produce your music?
The production of your music.
Oh, I started like with the music and then the lyrics, and once I've gotten like a solid something to work with, I go to my family friend who owns a studio, so I record at his studio and then I release it on YouTube. It's really simple.
Incredible. So you got great videos though too. You've got a lot going on in those videos.
And also one more thing. My mom has like a friend who also like does like camera work, so like we asked her to film it for me.
Perfect. Great. Amaya.
How old were you when you won the Voice in Thailand?
8 years old. I didn't win though.
Okay.
I didn't win. I was in the finals. Yeah.
Well,
Pretty
you
incredible.
won it. If we were the judges, you won it.
Thank you.
Put this video of you on there as a little kid, and my students all went quiet. You couldn't hear a pin drop. They just stared at the screen watching you. With your scorpions cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Champion. Did you have a question?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think how to say it.
Oh. Okay, Aiden, go ahead.
How long ago did you make one song?
How long ago did I make one of the songs?
All of them.
That's asking a lot of questions. Okay, which song was your first?
Well, before I made like songs about elephants, I made a song about this girl which I didn't like, and that was when I was like really small. And then that was like when I was, I think, like when I was 7 or something. And then I wanted to help out animals, so I composed "Endangered" just for animals.
So when did the music switch from just playing music to, okay, wait a minute, I can play music to help animals? When did that switch happen? How old were you there?
From fun to more fun.
When I started playing the piano when I was like 5 or something, my mom had a teacher to come and teach me, but I didn't really like how they wanted me to follow the steps and like to read the notes and to do all that stuff. So I wanted to do my own stuff. And so I don't know, it just came. And then after that, I was like, oh, I really love animals. I should do something to help them because I really love them. So I decided to like let my feelings take over. And that's how my first song came.
Have you always loved animals then?
Yeah, very.
Oh, very good. Champion.
I said, out of all the endangered animals, why did you pick an elephant? What is it about the elephants
That's
that you
the better
really
question.
love?
What is it that you love most about the elephants? We kind of already answered.
There are many reasons. When I made my song about endangered animals, and then I got like noticed, so I was invited to the embassy, United States Embassy, to listen to a speech, like a presentation about elephants, and I was like, yeah, this is really cool. And elephants are also like my country's national animal, and I think they're being like really mistreated and like overlooked, so I really wanted to do something for them.
June?
Do you think your work is fun?
I think it's very fun because when you do something that you like, it's not gonna get boring.
She's got passion. It's called passion. Driven by passion. Trinity.
Have you ever been to a circus?
No.
Circus.
I have been to zoos though when I was really small before I even knew about all the animal abuse. But then after I knew about that, I never went into a zoo ever again. And there aren't really any circuses in Thailand, so I don't think, yeah. I've never been to a circus.
At our zoos, there's like this ride a camel thing. Do you think those camels are also being abused?
I think so because I also don't really. Let me think about how to phrase this. They're not domesticated, and when animals aren't domesticated, they don't behave like you want them to. So you have to use other ways, like mistreating them. For example, there's not a lot of positive reinforcement. So there's like abusing them or like food deprivation to like make them obey humans. So I don't think that's the best thing you could do if you go to a zoo. Yeah.
Don't ride the animals is basically what you should keep in your head. Maya.
There's like this thing at the zoo where it's like a cheetah run? And do you think they're also abusing the animals?
A Cheeto?
The animal run.
Well, like cheetahs usually.
I think they're not real sure about the whole zoo thing. Over here, the zoos are sort of popular.
Uh-huh.
They're very positive.
Well,
Positive zoo.
they're positive, but they're not living in their natural environment.
Yeah.
So the kid, I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but most kids here think that zoos are a good thing.
Oh, well, actually, I can't really say a lot about, like, the states because in Thailand, the zoos are, like, terrible and they're not really well maintained. I don't know about the zoos here, but, there probably are some zoos which are good, so you should really be very selective about where you go.
Yeah, I think our zoo is like good news because like they're trying to like rebuild those animal populations as well. So
Just gotta do your research.
Do you do dancing?
I really like watching dancing, but I can't dance.
same.
I'm hopeless.
That's me.
I mean, I can dance, but I don't dance well.
Champions.
Do you think it's fun bathing with elephants?
Bathing them?
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
like in the river. Like, in a sanctuary, they have the elephants come down to the river, so you can, like, wash them. You don't really bathe it with them. You just get water from the river, then, like, wash the elephants. So I think that's pretty fun.
Somebody wanted to ask you, who was it who asked which was her favorite elephant, if she had one? One of you guys wrote that down, but I don't know who it was. And I picked a different question that you had. Was it you? Go for it.
Which elephant do you think you bonded with the most?
That's what it was.
If you have one favorite.
Have you bonded with one of them more than any of the others?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys that at this Elephant Nature Park sanctuary, there are like hundreds of elephants, so I haven't bonded over a single elephant because there are also people that visit the park and they want to see like all the elephants. So I know a few of the elephants, like Naban, who's very, very like silly, which can get like borderline aggressive because he's a male elephant. He's like growing up, and there's also Fama. She's really sweet, and there's also so many other elephants, and I don't remember all their names, and I haven't bonded with every single one of them, but the ones that I see, I've bonded with the ones that I've seen most at the park.
Have you ever had a pet, and if so, what was it?
I have a dog. Her name is Ivy. She's a Yorkshire Terrier, and I used to have a fish, but then I had to let my family friends take care of my dog because I have severe allergies. But I still visit her. It's very sad.
Aiden.
What do the elephants mostly eat?
Elephants eat a lot of stuff, mostly fruit like bananas, watermelons, lots of other fruits. They eat banana leaves, which is really cool because I went to like a park near the sanctuary and I went to cut some banana leaves for the elephants and I got to feed them. It was really cool.
And like just for like I believe that you know, so I'm just like asking. It is just a myth that they eat peanuts, right? It's just a myth.
That they just eat peanuts?
Yeah, that's a myth, right?
Yeah, that's a myth. They eat lots of other things. They're really big, so I don't think peanuts can help them like survive.
Aiden. Your hand was up, buddy. You forgot. Stand in front. Asia, nice and loud this time, kiddo.
How did you building found out that Nosy was getting abused?
Oh, I was contacted by Mr. Richard in like I think Ohio, and then he was like messaging me. He was like, I really need your help. I want you to compose a song for Nosy, and she's an abused elephant who's giving rides and she's like crippled. So I was like, I really wanted to help out. And that's when I knew the situation that Nosy was in.
That's awesome. Aiden, did you remember what you were going to say, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you fed any other animals besides your dog and elephants?
Have I like had any elephants? What? Had I? What?
You asked me about feeding animals.
Have you fed any other
Oh, do bugs count? Like sometimes I've seen spiders in my house. I just like put a jar over it and then I slide a paper underneath and then I just free it outside.
So
We tried
they're like boring it.
Champion, remember we had to move what was it? A beetle? We had to move a beetle last week under a tree so we wouldn't get stepped on.
Oh.
Just little things.
It was like, you wouldn't expect it when it's like so chubby and a little bit cute.
All lives count no matter how small.
That's right.
Do you find like snakes and spiders cute, or do you just like not like them as much?
I'm fine with snakes. I think they're really cool. Spiders, I'm really neutral. I don't feel anything about them, but I'm not scared of them either. Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
And what was your question again? What's my biggest fear? I have a dislike for caterpillars, but I don't really know. I don't have any other fears. Yeah.
Do you like butterflies?
Yeah.
Just like them in that one form.
Yeah.
That one form is pretty cute. But the other is not so much.
Aiden?
What's your favorite type of insect? Favorite insect?
My favorite insect, to be honest,
I like bees.
I don't know what you call these things. I actually have a few. I don't know where they are, but they are these, please hold on. I'm going to search what this is called in English.
One, that is gross. Two, that is inhumane. That is just wrong.
You would find, though, that they do that with a lot of different small creatures.
Yeah.
You can like resin and then like.
Luckily, the ones I have are, like, found from the countryside, so I didn't kill them for jewelry.
Aiden again?
One of my friends were saying that he said in third grade when he was talking to them that you had an elephant in the back.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
What?
Yeah, I was in your backyard, like a baby. Like when it was a baby.
You said that was another video of her talking to third graders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In your backyard? Okay. Lucy, don't sit back down.
Were you asking, like, which schools I've talked to, or?
No, I think you're saying there was a story.
Yeah, you were telling them that you had an elephant in your backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, when I was, like, really small, like, my backyard used to have, like, unsold land, and this is in Bangkok, so it's in a city, but there was this, like, big, like, land of unsold, like, stuff, and then there was, like, lots of trees and vegetables and stuff, and before in Thailand, there used to be begging elephants, where people had these baby elephants where they begged for money, and this was like illegal now, but back then it wasn't. So the mahouts, which are the people that take care of the elephants, hid those elephants in my backyard because it looked like very jungly, and like they didn't think the police would find them. And in my house there are banana trees, so the elephants were taking the bananas from my banana tree, and I just let them eat the bananas. And then one day the police like got rid of them, so yeah.
เอาใส่น้ำให้น้
And I also got these like hoses of water and like fed the waters to the elephants.
Oh. Ready?
The police killed them, or
Ask her, not me.
the police killed them, or just sent them away.
Oh, I think I don't think they freed them. I think they put them in like a national park or something. I don't exactly know what happened to them, but they definitely did not kill them.
ำคุณเล็กก็มาทางบ้านเราด้วยนะ
Have you like ever been like an actress, like in like a school play or something like that, or like do you enjoy acting or something?
I like watching movies. I'm terrible at acting.
Go ahead, Louise.
When you fed the elephants, have you ever got bitten by one?
Oh, they don't really bite. They don't bite. I've never been bitten by an elephant. I've never been hurt by an elephant. You know, their teeth are very big, so, and they're very like far back in the mouth, so I don't think it's possible to get bitten by an elephant unless you stick your hand in its mouth.
I kind of like only have not freaking.
Aiden.
Have you ever gotten bitten by any type of animal? What the bite?
Okay. Asking if you've ever been bit by any animal at all. You guys are just asking random wild questions.
No, it's very funny. It's okay. I've been bitten by mosquitoes, some bugs, most commonly. I don't think any. My dog's bitten me playfully, like when I've been like playing with her. So I don't think. Oh, also by one like a cat, and I was like petting it, and then it didn't really like it, so it nipped at my hand, but nothing happened.
Hey, Donnie, who has not talked yet. Donnie, you got a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
When were you born?
What?
She told you.
I was born on 11th. No, this is actually a very funny story. I was born on the 11th day in the 11th month in the 11th hospital room in the 11th floor, and my time of birth was 11 a.m. and I live in Soy 11 in like Bangkok, and my ID card starts with 11, so like yeah. So I'm born on 11th of November 2004, Armistice Day.
11 is your lucky number.
Yeah.
A bunch of 11s.
Okay, we should probably let you go unless you have any questions or comments for them that you want them to take from this conversation. I know they're loving it, but
Do you have any questions for us?
I have like some things to say. I really want you guys to like understand what I've talked to you today. I want you guys to think about what I've said and if you agree with them. And I'm always free for like Skype calls like this. I will be sending my Facebook and Instagram links and name to my Skype with yeah. And then you guys can go check me out from there and I can talk to you guys.
very good.
Thank you. Maybe we'll be able to Skype you again before the year is over.
We have 4 days left.
I doubt it.
Oh.
Anything is possible.
I don't think that's happening, Lucy. We only have 3 more days really left of school. We're out of school next week.
Oh, I have like 3 weeks left. With final exams and everything.
Well, good luck.
Good luck
Thank
to you.
you.
That's a lot of craziness. And thank you for fitting us in. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Please make,
It's okay.
Please make project Cecil Rocks and hide them in silence.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
เอาลงโชว์ได้
Oh, by the way, can I put this on YouTube? Are your parents okay with that? Okay.
We want to be great.
I guess Valeria has one last thing she wants to say to you, Valeria.
Thank you so much for talking to us today, Genie. We love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Bye. See you guys later. I'm gonna end this call right now.